Hey guys, it's Cat3360100 here, and today I've got a review of my 1/87th scale Tonkin Replicas Cat 966K wheel loader. Now, this is an updated version of the 966. Norscot made a 966G a few years back, and I chose to pick up this model instead of the G because it is a little newer and a little nicer in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and get started on the functionality. Of course, you can see the bucket curls back really well when it's up in the air. This is as high as the boom will go. And of course, the bucket tips down a decent amount. You can lower the boom and you can get a decent cut angle, but it's a little loose in the mechanism, so that's all you can get. The boom goes back. You've got a nice curl angle, but once again, it's a little loose, so you don't get to hold it back as far as it will go back. Of course, it sits flat on the ground. This model, all the tires are interconnected on the same axles, and it rolls well. And of course, you've got articulation here. It's got really good articulation, and in there's even little cylinders. So we'll get to that, of course, in the detail. And we'll start at the back of the model, and here you can see from the get-go, there's a paint chip. So this is really the only issue I've ever had with any of my Tonkin models. Tonkin Cat models, but then again I will also then say that I only have one other, which is the 1/50th scale 972K. So, this is a little bit of a quality control issue, but it's not as noticeable as other issues people have had. So we'll go ahead and get started with the detail. You've got the little lights here cast into the grill. You've got them painted silver. You've got the cat decal there. You've got a little detail, I believe that's the latch to open the engine cover, maybe. You've got some more detail down here. Of course, you've got the detail of the grill. You've got detail of the little pin hook or a tow hook back here. It's not most detailed, but you got a little bit of detail. You've got some detail just in the counterweight and such. You've got little lights. Of course, they're painted silver. Come to the side here. There is some bolt detail right here on the side. You've got a little step detail here. It's painted black. You've got the engine grills, which are completely painted black, even though it should only be the perforations in them that are painted black. But I think that might have been corrected on a later release. I know it was in 1/50th, but I'm not positive about 1/87th. But you can see here you got the 966K. You've got some nice detail in the wheel hubs. See if I can get that in there for you. Got some nice little detail there on the hubs. Got a little stair or ladder going up here to the top of the cab, where you've got really a large amount of anti-slip texture on the catwalks or whatever you want to call them. You do have plastic handrails, but they're thin and they're pretty strong for the fact that they're plastic. Go over to a little bit of cab detail there, but go over to the front. Oh, can't forget the front up here, sorry. Articulation point, you do have cylinders, that's pretty much it. No other detail in there. There's not really much detail around here on the boom. There's a little bit of detail in the Z linkage. You've got the cat logo in the cast onto the bucket. You've got some wear plating and cutting edge detail here with the bucket. You go to the front here, and you can see that there's a little bit of detail. If you look on the bottom, you've got some bolt detail on pretty much all the wear plates and stuff. And if you look straight ahead at the model, you can see the dirt guard off of the cylinder, or Z linkage really. You can see the cab, you got windshield wiper, of course you got the mirrors there, which we'll get into more detail here in just a minute. Go over to this side, the bucket, or the cat name, the logo plate or whatever, it doesn't actually say cat, but it is cast on this side as well in the correct position. Go on here, it's pretty much the same thing until you get up to this side. There's an extra handrail, which, like the other one, it's plastic, it's nice and thin, but it's not quite as strong. Of course, you got a stair going up. You have the anti-slip texture, and of course, you've got this. You don't enter the loader from this side. There's a little, I don't know what this is on the side, like storage or something. I'm not sure. Go over to the side here. You can tell that there is some detail of the. I guess it's a rubber that comes off the edge of here, unless you have the full fender, which would go around. And of course, you got the step again. So we're back to the back. We'll go up ahead. We'll go up top. You've got the air cleaner. You've got some little ridge details in the casting here. You've got the exhaust stack, which is a little bit in. It's got a little bit of a going in kind of thing. You've got more grills up top that are painted, but should be just the perforations. You've got some nice detail on the roof. You've got, of course, the little antenna there, which is plastic and strong, but it is a little out of scale. You've got the handrails around the cab, which are plastic and a little flimsy, but they're fairly strong for their size, I guess. And you've got some anti-slip texture right up here, right in front of the cylinder. So, of course, you can go into the cab. Not easy to look in there. You've got a little bit of detail around the sides. You've got the chair. So in general, this is a joystick controlled loader. So in general, it's got some pretty nice detail for the model. You look up here, there's a little bit of detail here on the back of the bucket. There is even detail back here for this right here, which would be the serial number plate. You've got that cast in, and on the bottom, of course, you see the bucket up here with the nice detail. Go down here, a little bit of detail at the axles, but not much of any detail. Got the Tonkin Replicas logo, made by Tonkin Replicas, and the product number. So yeah, this is the model. It's a fairly nice model. If you're looking for a wheel loader of a larger size, I would recommend it. It's a really nice model. It's not perfect. It does have its drawbacks, of course, but it is a good model. And of course, it also has its brother. I believe they, in one sense, also made the 966K XE and 972K, which Diecast Masters is continuing these, but I can't remember. I think they may be upgrading them to the M series. But you go ahead and put his big brother, the 972K and 150th scale. There you go. You can see the kind of a size comparison between the two. But yeah, if you want to see more reviews and such, if this helps you any, go ahead and leave a comment and a like down below, and subscribe to see more when they come out. I'm going to be trying to do many more as soon as possible. Well, I'm trying to keep up with reviews these days. I kind of slacked off a little bit, but you guys go ahead and let me know you want to see more. I'll definitely get out more. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a good day.